How's it going, guys? Squeebs here, back here with Doc Locke.
What's up, boys?
Happy Thanksgiving out there to the DFS community. 3-game slate today. We got the 8:30 game, Redskins-Giants. That's the 8:30 game. Why did they not switch it to the Minnesota-Detroit? Why did they do that? Because the Giants.
They're putting
that's
the
a
crappy
weak,
game at night.
That's a weak game. But let's start out at quarterback. We all know that you got Dak Prescott, Kirk, Stafford. Who you looking at?
I'm going with Kirk.
Yeah, me too.
Captain Kirk all day. The Giants' defense is one of the worst in the league in every category. Kirk's going to tear apart the entire defense. The only thing I'm scared about is blowout potential.
Well, yes, blowout potential, but he's got to score a lot of points to get a blowout potential. Yeah. I mean, there's not really anybody else in the slate other than Keenum, maybe Stafford, that could put up 20 fantasy points. I don't think Phillip Rivers has done it in a while. Maybe last week, that's about it.
See, I like Phillip Rivers, too. So I think that's my fade from Kirk.
Well, the problem with Phillip Rivers is he's got one of the most electrifying running backs in the league on his team.
Yeah.
And it takes away a bunch of touchdown potential plays. The only thing you can hope for is he passes to Gordon for touchdowns.
I was just about to look it up. 2 weeks ago, eight targets, then 12 targets, 8 targets.
I just think
he's getting stuff out of the backfield, so he's targeting him.
The problem with Rivers for me is he's not a long ball type of guy. He doesn't.
I mean, yeah, he has players on his team. I mean, Benjamin and Mike Williams are healthy this week.
Yeah, but when they hit the red zone, it's all Melvin Gordon.
Depends where they hit the red zone from.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's like the 18-yard line, that's Rivers all day.
For me, Keenum, you could go Keenum too. Keenum's got Diggs and Thielen on his team, and that's big touchdown potential.
Yeah, the only thing I'm scared about that game is Detroit is 28th against the rush, so it could be a heavy rush day, especially with Darius Slay on the other side of the field.
I thought about this not too long ago, like a couple minutes ago, to be honest, actually. Could this be heavy defense? And
is it going to be one of those
games where everyone stacks that game, and you're like,
it's
Golden Tate
10
has
to 6.
5, Jones has 2, Thielen has 4 in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Last week, most people probably stacked Hunt, Kelsey, Smith, Hill,
that Chiefs game.
And they had, 6 points?
I don't know.
Kelsey killed me last week.
I don't think it's going to be that kind of thing, because the way that Jones and Tate and Thielen, they just all are so consistent, and I just don't think it's going to be defense.
Yeah, but can you trust Case? I mean, is Case Keenum for real, though?
Yes, Case Keenum is their quarterback for the future. Absolutely.
For the future?
Yes, Bridgewater will not be there next year. Yes,
really?
Keenum is the guy. Keenum is a great quarterback.
Wow.
They have all the weapons.
Heard it here first.
They have all the weapons they need for that team. For me, it's continuously. They are a Super Bowl team. They have defense. They have the quarterback, running back. They got 2 good guys: Latavius Murray, Jerick McKinnon. Good receivers. Rudolph is a great tight end. They don't really need anything.
I mean, I agree. I think they need some help on the offensive line a little bit.
Yeah, that's about it. Maybe help on the defense.
Defensive front.
Yeah, defensive line. But yeah, Kirk Cousins is definitely the play. I'll lock him in at quarterback.
Don't overthink it, guys. It's Captain Kirk.
It's Kirk. Don't think the Redskins are a bad team. They're going to play well today.
They moved up 3 spots in the power rankings after losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the Giants beat the Chiefs. Great. They scored 12 points.
I think it's going to scare people.
The Redskins lost to the Saints. They scored 30. So
I think it's going to scare people from the Redskins, and I think you need to go heavy Redskins today. But we'll talk about that later on.
Let's look at the running backs. I want your running back. No Melvin Gordon. But who's your second running back? Is it Melvin Gordon?
You saying no Melvin Gordon? Or
no, I'm saying
about Melvin Gordon?
He's 100% owned. We all know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Who's your second running back?
So we've had this conversation pretty much all morning. It's going to be our first bet of the day.
It's a disagree.
I'm going McKinnon.
Yeah.
And you're going?
Latavius Murray is more consistent.
I think McKinnon is my number 1 GPP play of the day.
Well, my number 1 GPP play of the day is Byron Marshall.
Please explain.
Byron Marshall is going to completely replace Chris Thompson in the lineup. You can't just
completely replace?
Well,
Chris Thompson's special.
He's special, but you got to have a guy in the Redskins type of offense. You have to have a guy like that. A guy that's going to go out and get screen passes. The reason that Crowder is so...
Can P. Ryan not do that?
P. Ryan can't do that because he's not quick enough. He can't get to the outside quick enough. He's not fast.
He's had some games with some receptions.
Yeah, but I just think Byron Marshall. I watched him in college. I know how he can play. I think he's the same type of guy, and I think they're gonna try it out. Maybe the Redskins have nothing to lose, so why not try out guys to see if they can fill in the void.
The only thing I'm scared of is the trust factor. It's a divisional game. It doesn't matter if you're out of the playoffs in first place. Divisional games mean more than any other game.
Yeah, but guys need to step up, and I
think wins in divisions just mean so much more to the guys, especially to Green right now with the way they're playing. I think P. Ryan might have a heavy workload today.
I don't like P. Ryan. He's too expensive.
He's expensive for a reason.
Yeah, we'll see. I like Byron Marshall. He could score. We'll see what happens. Latavius Murray, I definitely love him. He's definitely read potential touchdowns. I think he scores twice. Again? No, I'm not going to say that. That's too much. He'll score in the red zone once. He'll get about 70 rushing yards, 20 receiving yards, and a touchdown. I think it's about 12.
See, I think McKinnon might have 8 receptions for like 60 yards. Maybe a touchdown. That's like 14 fantasy points just receiving right there.
I don't know. I mean, we can bet on it. I think Murray
McKinnon
scores.
Versus Murray?
I don't think McKinnon scores. That's the thing.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go Murray. I like Gordon and Murray. GPP, if you're playing GPP only, try and go Byron Marshall with Melvin Gordon. Yeah. That could be good. You can stack some wide receivers there. Let's go to wide receiver and talk about
What about the other bet we were going to have?
You reminded me about Amir Abdullah. I don't love Abdullah, but it's the kind of slate where it's like, I like Melvin Gordon, I like Latavius Murray, so if I want to fade Melvin Gordon, which I might do, and I thought about it, because Dallas isn't a bad team.
Yeah, but they're not great against the run.
They're not a bad team, but if I want to fade the 8,400, I'm going to go Amir Abdullah. And I'm going to tell you why. I think it's a dink and dunk day. I think it's a day where Ebron cooks.
I'm heavy on Ebron today.
Abdullah cooks in the receiving game.
See, I think it's a Riddick.
I don't like Riddick. I'll tell you what. I think because Abdullah gets 60% of the time on the field, and I think I like time on the field. I don't like when people are off the field.
Okay.
I don't like waiting, saying, "Where is he? He needs to come on the field. Where is he? He's on the field. I don't know where he is." I like Abdullah. He's on the field a lot. I think he's been playing well recently, and I think he has a good day. I think he has an okay day.
Oh, I think Riddick's gonna have more receiving yards than Abdullah.
What has he had recently?
A lot more receiving yards.
How about this? Let's do
total yards.
Let's do total yards.
Total yards.
I think Abdullah has more total yards, and that's where it's going to happen.
Riddick does.
All right, I got Abdullah. He's got Riddick. I got Murray. He's got McKinnon. Let's move on to wide receivers. Favorite wide receiver, we're definitely going to go both Thielen on this one.
Probably.
Adam Thielen, definitely.
He's the most consistent player in this entire slate.
And he's playing against a pass defense that is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah,
there's no way he's not getting 100 plus
unless he's
yards.
Covered by Slay the entire game. That's what scares me a little bit. But he's just so good.
I think Slay might cover Diggs.
I don't know.
He's faster.
Yeah, but Thielen's been killing it lately.
He's had a touchdown in the last 3 games, so I'm going to bank on him on another one. So
okay.
I'll leave Thielen up there at the top. For me, I think my second option is going to be the guy from Detroit. I think Golden Tate is going to have a pretty good day today. I think he doesn't drop the ball. Stafford's his favorite target. I do like Marvin Jones, but I like Golden Tate a little bit more. But yeah, let me go talk about Marvin Jones for a second, actually.
I was just about to say that I like Marvin Jones better than Golden Tate today.
Marvin Jones... Actually, yeah, I switched them up. I do like Marvin Jones more than Golden Tate. I don't know why I said that. Marvin Jones is more consistent. He gets targeted more. Marvin Jones is Stafford's favorite target. And I think Marvin Jones scores today. I don't know if Golden Tate does. Golden Tate is the type of guy on a team that you're like, we're on the 20-yard line. He gets you to the opposite 20-yard line, but then Marvin Jones scores.
Yeah.
So
it's really frustrating sometimes.
Golden Tate will get you 100. I think Golden Tate's a good play if you want to play him. 100-plus yards probably, but I think Marvin Jones gets about 80-plus yards and a touchdown.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, I like Marvin Jones and Golden Tate a lot with Adam Thielen. But if I'm going even lower, and I want to go even lower wide receiver, and also in GPPs, I like people are going to go Doxson. I like Crowder. Crowder is...
My GPP.
Is consistent. He's getting you, I think...
Of late.
I think...
Early in the season, he was some
120 yards today and a touchdown.
That's So that's big bold prediction of the day.
My bold prediction today is Jamison Crowder, 7 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown against the Giants on Thursday Night Football on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Kirk Cousins, Crowder both have big days.
That's crazy. I like Crowder. My other GPP play is Travis Benjamin. Benjamin.
Yeah, he could have a good day.
'Cause as I said earlier, Rivers is my fade from Kirk. And I think Benjamin's on the receiving end of that. No pun intended.
Yeah.
I just think they're going to focus on Keenan, especially after last week's big game. I think people are going to put Keenan into their lineup because of that big 34-point game. But I like Benjamin. They're saying he's healthy this week. Mike Williams is playing, so I think Benjamin's going to be in the slot a lot of the time. And I like that against this defense. So I'm going Benjamin in some lineups for GPP, not cash games, because he's like that big play type of guy. He's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that 3 reception, 95 yards and a touchdown. And I think he might have that today.
Yeah, I like Benjamin a lot too. It's just like Mike Williams has those days where he takes those away from him. But for me, a cool thing for me today would be if Benjamin runs one back, because when Benjamin punt returns, it's dangerous, and he gets those touchdowns there. But yeah, I don't know. I like Crowder as a sleeper today.
Okay. I like Crowder too. So you're not planning to play any Doxson?
No, I'm not gonna play Doxson because Doxson is just he's the same guy as Golden Tate is for Detroit, and he gets you down the field, but he doesn't really score. Not really. He's a tall guy, so I'm not sure why Kurt doesn't target him in the red zone. But for me, the red zone guy for Washington is Vernon Davis.
Really?
Yeah, because Vernon Davis is always there for the red zone plays. He's really the only guy on the team that's the most consistent receiver. And he's always open in the open field. And I'm honestly moving on to tight end real quick because Vernon Davis is the guy today.
See,
people are going to look at Evan Ingram. I know you're going to say it because I know you more than anyone. Evan Ingram is not the play today because I'd rather go Vernon Davis for $1,000 cheaper. He's more consistent.
See, I'm not worried about money today because it's only a 3-game slate.
It's true, but
running backs are pretty cheap in the $6K range. So I like Evan Ingram because the Redskins are terrible against tight ends.
Yeah.
We have no safety that can guard him. I love Swearinger. He's playing out of his mind right now, but he just can't guard a big guy like Evan Ingram. He's not tall enough. He's not strong enough. He'll lay him out a few times today.
Yeah.
I think Evan Ingram has 2 touchdown potential against the Skins today.
All right. Other than Vernon Davis for me,
Eric Ebron.
No, it's not.
Wow.
It's not Eric Ebron because for me today, I'm looking at who's better at the main position, and that's quarterback. I think I talked about it earlier. Keenum's better than Stafford is.
Absolutely,
Right now. Maybe not in the long run, but Keenum right now is better than Stafford is. So I like Kyle Rudolph.
Okay.
As a cheap guy, I think he might be. I think he might be the best tight end on the slate.
Really?
Because he's the most consistent tight end, other than Vernon Davis, half the time.
He gets the most consistent targets. I'll agree with that.
Yes.
He gets like 8 or 9 every game.
Yes. So I think I don't know if he scores today, but I think he gets about 80 yards. I think he can get about 8 or 9 points if you want to go with that. He might score, which if he does score, he's getting you about 15, 16 points.
I think about receptions, it's probably like 17 or 18.
Yeah. So I like Kyle Rudolph. I think he's a good GPP play today.
My GPP tight end is Eric Ebron. As you were saying earlier with Riddick and Abdullah, it's a dink and dunk type of day, I think, for Detroit.
Yeah, it is.
Especially with that Minnesota D-backs. So I think Ebron, as I was saying earlier, Theo Riddick, I think it's a big dink and dunk. Ebron might have 10 catches today.
Yeah.
It could be like a 10-catch, 50-yard type of day. Maybe even squeezing a touchdown, a little out route. I think it could be a big Ebron day, too.
All right.
GPPs.
Kickers really...
I'm Matt Prater. I think they get to like the 30, 40-yard line. It could be... I think he might have 3 field goals today, 40-plus yards.
Yeah. For me, it's Matt Prater, and if you want to go cheaper, a little bit cheaper, if you can't fit it in, it's Nick Rose.
See, the only thing I'm scared about Nick Rose is I think they might score like 5 touchdowns. That's 5 points, 5 extra points. So it kind of scares me.
Yeah, but if you think about the Redskins, I mean, we could...
Atrocious in the red zone.
It could be, we get down the red zone, it could be 9-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it's true. I agree to that.
So, yeah, Nick Rose, Matt Prater can go either one. If you want to go Kyle Forbath, he's not a terrible option either.
He just missed a field goal or 2 last week, right, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that kind of scares me.
Yeah, I don't know. Defense today, it's 2 options for me.
It's 2 options. I think we have the same options, too.
I think the problem with the Redskins defense, and I'm going to say it, is because we had the ability to let up a lot of points,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that's gonna happen. But for me, I'd rather go $800 cheaper. I know it's not about the money, but the Chargers force more turnovers than we do, and they let up the least amount of points. And they're playing a Cowboys team
that's prone to turnovers.
Can't really find the end zone.
Yeah.
Des Bryant's done. I think
He's not done.
he's just. I
think it's the
Cole
scheme.
Beasley maybe.
I think the team is built around Zeke. So without Zeke, I think they're a little lost right now.
Yeah.
They're a little lost.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. I think the Chargers have a little more explosive defenders than we do. I think Joey Bosa is going to force a fumble. I think they're going to have a pick six.
Hopefully they can contain Dak in the pocket, though.
They're going to have a pick six. They're going to have something like that. They had 2 defensive touchdowns last week. So, yeah, they played Petterman. Yes, I understand that. They played Petterman.
I hope you guys did not play Petterman, like I said.
But, I don't know. I think the Chargers are a good play today. I think they get you about 15 points. So,
I mean, on the slate, that's good enough, I think. The defenses are pretty bad.
The Redskins might get you 8 or 10. I don't know if they'll come and get the turnovers that I think they're going to get.
So, as we were talking about earlier, how we were thinking Vikings-Lions could be one of those defensive games. You want to play one of those defenses, you think?
No. And
is it too scary?
It's scary because the people on offense...
Not even in GPP?
No.
No?
Okay, if you want to go GPP and you want to play defense that not the Redskins and not the Chargers, for me...
Dallas, I think. I think it'd be Dallas.
Oh.
Don't say the Giants.
It could be Detroit.
Really? You're just so high on Keenum.
Okay, I'm high on Keenum, but Detroit just has a better defense. Not a better defense than Minnesota does.
No, they don't.
But
close.
Here's what I think. If you want to go GPP defenses and you're thinking of not the Redskins or Chargers, for me, I think that Marvin Jones and Golden Tate right now are more consistent than Diggs and Thielen are.
No.
That's why I don't want to go a defense
you
like
find
that.
our third by the day. More total yards, Thielen and Diggs, Tate and Jones.
I'll bet that. Because I don't think Diggs has a good day. I think Jones and Tate both get 80. I think Thielen gets about 100.
Yeah.
I'll go Jones and
Diggs and Thielen.
Jones and them. Yeah, 3 bets. I think I win.
I'm going 3 now.
I think I win 2 of them.
I'm going 3 now.
There's no way. So that's the lineup for me. If you want to look at my lineup, I got Kirk Cousins, Melvin Gordon, Latavius Murray, Adam Thielen, Marvin Jones, Crowder, Kyle Rudolph at tight end, Nick Rose, and the Chargers defense.
My GPP lineup, I got Kirk, McKinnon, Riddick, Thielen, Marvin Jones, Crowder, Ingram, Prater, and Chargers D.
Sounds good. I guess we'll see what happens. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. Enjoy the games today. Watch them with your families. Have some turkey, some stuffing, and good luck out there, DFS.